turning panels into smart panels, making things smarter. You may be familiar with our flagship product, which is the BAT CDMA and BAT CDMA Wi-Fi, which combine IP and cellular. IP, we feel, is the future of the market, and as such, you'll see that our products are very well received and industry recognized for that capability. Along those lines, if you want to go to the next slide, you may be asking yourself, where does the gateway hub fit into this? As an alarm communications company focused so much on the communicators with the BAT CDMAs and BAT CDMA Wi-Fis, we took a step back over the past couple of years, and I think you're all very familiar with terms like the Internet of Things, and you're also very aware of the rising role of home automation. We understand that as dealers and aggregators, you are in a very, very strong position to introduce these new products and these new categories to the actual residents and homeowners, especially with the advent of home automation, and in particular, all this being driven by IP video. So we felt we needed to have a product that could fit in this space, that could work as a hub in this new Internet of Things. Our hub, as you will see, is a standalone device, but it was created to fit in this niche and offer our prospects and customers an additional item in the portfolio that addresses the way things are going and what the industry is becoming. So with that said, I'm going to turn this meeting back over to Bear, and he's going to dive into the actual product review. I will be around for the question and answer period, so I look forward to hearing more from you just about this product as well as what's going on in your worlds. So looking forward to it.
Okay. Thanks, Steve. All right, so go over some of the more product side on here. For the Gateway 3.0, it is a Z-Wave Smart Hub as well as an IP camera hub as well. So it's a very low price point, very competitive price point, both on the product side as well as the dealer side for the RMR. And it is Ethernet connected, and there is no port forwarding required. So it's very simple. All you're doing is simply plugging in the 12-volt plug that comes with. Then after that, you're doing the Ethernet cord to the router, and that's pretty much it. After that, you're syncing any Z-Wave devices and IP cameras to it through the network. A great selling feature for the Gateway is that it is a standalone device. So you can either use it with an alarm system, or you can use it by itself. Either way, it will run through the SecureSmart app, the same as with our alarm communicators. So you could use it either way. To give you an idea, if you do have a client out there that they've been asking if they have no interest in controlling their alarm panel system, but they have seen some of these ads on TV or on the internet talking about like controlling your lights, door locks, garage door openers, thermostats, all of that. You can supply this just to them, just for this one, and they can do all of that from this device. I kind of already went over this. The features, it does control lights, the door locks, thermostats, garage door openers, as well as has a live look and view for IP cameras. And one thing that we are proud of here, as you see there right under our Gateway, it is built here in the USA. Actually, it's even built locally here in the Houston, Texas area. So that is one thing we are proud of. So this is a look at our SecureSmart app. You'll see a few different types of screenshots here. But before I go through each screenshot, I did want to point out, you'll see at the bottom of each one of those, you do see where it says dealer logo. Any alarm dealer that has a logo and wants to put that on this app can. So that's something we can do for all of our alarm dealers. We can brand it with whatever logo they want, and it will be at the bottom of every single screen within that app. And likewise, there is a splash screen that pops up as well with the dealer logo when a client logs in to the app. So the first screenshot there, you see that's actually works with our BAT or CAT devices, which is our broadband alarm transceivers or cellular alarm transceivers. So essentially, that is for our alarm communicators, full virtual keypad. Of course, that's a completely different PowerPoint. We will be having other future PowerPoints later on down the road for other products, and we'll go further into that at that point. But for the gateway specifically, if you look at the two middle screenshots of the phone, you'll see that the one to the left will show you different things you can do between the light control, thermostat control, door locks, alarm, all of that. And then the one next to that does show you a very simple on-off light switch control. And lastly, you do have the notification screen. So these are push notifications that you're seeing on the screen. So just like any other kind of push notifications from many other apps, it does pop up on your phone and provides you with all of the information. And it is available through Apple on the App Store, as well as through Android on the Google Play Store. So now get a little more to the technical side of the device. So here we have our compatibility. On both the Z-Wave devices and IP cameras, first few items you see there are different thermostats we are compatible with. Anything from RCS, Honeywell to current innovations. Likewise, we do have different appliance modules as well as light modules, light switches, all of that from Josco and GE and Linear. And also we have, for the door locks, Kwikset and Yale deadbolt locks. So those are all good, as well as underneath that you'll see the IP camera side of it. We do have Agacio, Axis, Foscam, Hikvision, and Vivotech. Now both with the Z-Wave devices and the IP cameras, those are what we have actually tested here in-house, but not necessarily is limited to that. We can actually, as long as for the IP camera, if it works with the API format, you should be able to work with it. However, since we haven't had a chance to test it, since there's so many manufacturers out there for it, I would highly recommend doing any bench tests at your office or your own home for at least a month or so before going out and trying to do it on a client if it's not on this list here. Moving forward, we do have one flat fee of $2, and that is for per gateway. That is a flat fee. Doesn't matter if you're putting 2 devices onto our gateway or 200 devices. It still will be $2 per month. And as you see there, it will manage up to 200 devices or more. And so this is a very, very competitive pricing when you're trying to add on that extra RMR for your client. And we'll get into a little bit more of that later on a different slide. So here we have the support page. We have lots of different types of support. Most importantly would be the bottom right is our tech support department. You can see them there, very hard at work. This is a screenshot we took probably just about 30 minutes before we started this presentation. You can see they're very hard at work there. On the left-hand side here, we do have on our website, we have both anything from videos, documentation, installation manuals, so on and so forth. And for the dealers, there is the alarmdealer.com, which is the dealer portal where you can register your devices, set up accounts, manage all of those accounts. You can even get in there and you have specifics on how you want to control your customers, what you want them to see, what you don't want them to see. So it's it's pretty user friendly, but you still have a lot of details in there that you can have the account management tool used as you want it. Also, on that alarm dealer site online, that is another area you can actually brand your dealer logo, as well as put your company's information. So essentially, it looks like your website, and doesn't look like the alarm dealer name at all. Next one we have is the mobile technician website. That is a skinny, stripped down version of alarmdealer.com. What that is a mobile friendly version that you actually can go in, still register devices and set up accounts. You can even set up as a read only for any technicians, or you can give them full access, one or the other. But what the technicians really love about it is they can check to make sure one of the devices they just installed in the field goes from offline to online, and also that you can ping and check the cellular signal strength. So let's say you have an installer up in the attic or somewhere in the house, and they try mounting it. They can just pick up their phone, ping the signal strength. If they find that it's say 3 out of 5 bars, they want to go for 4 out of 5 bars, maybe they can move it somewhere a few feet away. They can just take our device, move it a few feet away, ping the signal strength again, and maybe it'll end up being a better signal strength. So that's something that a lot of the technicians really do love about the mobile technician website, which is actually setup.alarmdealer.com. Also, we have the SecureSmart guides available, one for the Apple devices and one for Android devices. Those can be found on our website as well. Great for giving out to any of the end user clients out there to walk them through our SecureSmart app. And our tech support department is open Monday through Friday. That is 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Central. And then 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, is going to be considered their after hours. We do have one person on call during that. Likewise, on Saturdays and Sundays, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., we also have another person on call for the after hours as well. And if you take note here of the toll-free number or just local number here, you can reach the tech support department through option 3. If you prefer email, jot down that techsupport@ipdatatel.com email. You can always email them; they'll get right back to you. And if you're in a real hurry, you don't want to wait on the email, or you don't want to call and go through all of that, you prefer to actually just chat online, you can actually do that straight from your dealer portal. We do have chat for each dealer portal, and you can immediately open up a chat with any tech support person live. And here's a few places, kind of give you some information on where you can actually go and buy our products if you're not familiar with it. You can go to our website URL there and actually find where to buy through distribution. And it is alphabetized there by state. So you can just go through whatever state you're in, find your local distributors, and pick up our products from there. Likewise, we do have rep firms that do support us in the field. You see on the east side, we have Security Solutions, and all of the states are covered there. You see directly below them, as well as their direct website. And in the central U.S., we have LRG handling all of our central U.S. there, along with their website. And we also do have on the west side HTS, Hansen Technology. So they'll cover all of our the West in there, and again, there's their website there. Feel free to reach out to any of them as well. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to our products and services and can usually help you out, and also can usually pay a local visit to any dealers or distributors if you just ask them, and they usually can get out to you pretty fast. Now we're going to kind of go over a little bit of how IP data cell can save you both time and money. One main way is going to be through our universal option through our gateway. Not just our gateway, but also our alarm communicators. We heavily believe in having most of our products be a universal product. In this case, for the gateway 3.0, it has several, as you saw in the compatibility chart there, it has several different manufacturers you can choose from through the Z-Wave technology, as well as several manufacturers to choose from on the IP camera side. And again, that's going to make any of the dealers very competitive when it comes to pricing up or giving a quote out to your clients. Let's say maybe you want to put a high vision camera on one and then maybe do an access camera on the other. So that way you can kind of show your end users, okay, well, I can give you this package at this price or this package at this price. So it gives you a lot of flexibility using our Gateway 3.0 when it comes to that. Affordable technology. This is really an entry-level device. Won't break the bank and does come with a very low RMR. That very low RMR we were talking about earlier, which is $2 per month, and that is the flat fee, no matter if it's 2 or 200 devices on one gateway. And it's also really great for any dealers out there that know that they really need to get into home automation because it's becoming pretty much kind of like a sidekick to the security alarm industry. It's something that's going to be there. It's going to just keep growing more and more. It's going to be requested more. So for dealers that really aren't comfortable with the home automation, this is great because it's going to be very low price as well as low RMR, and start moving forward. And not to mention the installation side. As you can see, the next one. Plug in the 12-volt plug that comes with into the wall, and then hook All right, so now we're here at the end, and we have some time here. Hopefully we get to most of the questions, and we'll go ahead and, if you want to either just raise your hand or just type in a question, we'll go ahead and take you off mute and we can answer your questions for you. And we'll go ahead and start looking here. And see if anybody has any questions. Again, just feel free to type it in or raise your hand. I think we got one raised hand up there at the top, maybe. There's a question right there from. No. And let's see here. Camille, did you have a question? We got
no, I actually think I may have accidentally clicked that button. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Well, okay, we'll go to the next one then. All right. Okay. Oh, that's that. Oh, it doesn't look like there's many questions. Maybe I was able to answer most of it. Just want to double check and make sure. Okay, here we go. We do have a question. If you unmute Brian there. Brian, we're going to go ahead and unmute you. And you have a question about geolocation services coming soon. I'll let Brandon handle this one. On the geolocation, I could probably answer that real fast for you. That is something we are looking at further down the pipeline. It will not be anything that we'll have, I would say, probably even within the next year, but that is something we're definitely looking into on the geolocation side. And let's see. So that's any other questions?
That's it for now. Oh, there's one.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got one from Kyle Beller. Okay, Kyle, I'll go ahead and I'm going to send you all the contact information for the LRG North Texas rep. I'll go ahead and email that to you. I have your email address here. And I'll make sure to get all that emailed straight over to you.
George.
Okay. George, we're going to go ahead and take you off mute here real fast. You had a question about the camera views. On that, that is just right now a live look-in view. We are looking to do other options such as cloud storage and things like that. And I'm also going to let Brandon talk a little bit more on that.
Well, I was just seeing that you're asking if you can only view the camera live. Okay, and it's one at a time. You can have as many cameras on the app as you want, but as Bear said, you can only look at one at a time.
All right, did that pretty much answer that for you, George? Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the next one. AVI format required for IP cameras. Do you want to answer that one?
Sure. AVI, it shouldn't be required. We need MJPEG for the format, and we need mainstream. But those are typical among the IP cameras, so that's all that's really required.
Okay, I have another one from Brian about OnVIF Profile S. So, Brian, we do have you unmuted.
That's fine. I was just curious what it's looking for, and I think he had answered that. He was MJPEG.
Right, yes, sir.
Yeah.
MJPEG stream is the main stream that you're looking for to get the cameras through.
Yes, sir, exactly. And that's common among all the cameras we've seen, so.
Okay, we'll go to the next question here.
No.
Let's see. So the cloud storage, as of right now, we do not have any cloud storage, but that is something we are working on here in the future. And also have another one from George Harris. Do you want to unmute George real fast to make sure I get everything answered for him? You also had a question about $2 is for the network services. Does work cellular or network only? So it is going to be, it is just $2 for first off, and that is a flat fee, and it's going to work on the IP network only. There is no cellular version of this device at this time. Did you have any other questions, George? Nope. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to the next one. Have a.
That's it. Oh, no. There's George.
Okay. All right. And anybody else raised their hands yet, or nope? Oh, I got that one. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is Stephen. Thank you very much so far for what we've talked about in the gateway. I always like to take a step back sometimes and give some feedback from the customer base. So since we have a little bit of time here, I'd really love it if you guys could provide any commentary or questions. I'm really interested in what's keeping you guys up at night. What potential products should we be thinking about that can kind of fit the niche that you're hearing from your customers? And any other things that you're hearing. I'm trying to get the pulse from what's the residential world look like and what are they asking for from you guys that we can help you fit that need. So I'd like to open this up to more or less an open mic discussion. It's not necessarily question driven, but I always love to get feedback from folks in the field. So tell me what you're hearing.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and let's see here. We have another question from Brian. But please do send any of those types of questions that Steve was asking about while we go through a couple more technical questions. Are there any instructional videos for adding IP cameras? Not as of yet, but we will probably be working on that here in the near future. And Kevin had a question. If you want to add an alarm system, do I need a bat as well? That's a great question. You can do it one way or the other. Kind of unmute Kevin. Okay, thanks. So on that, you can actually add it as the Gateway 3.0 as a standalone device, or you could put it, or you could add that as well as the bat for the alarm system. Either way, they'll both operate within the SecureSmart app, but in the field they do not integrate with each other at all. So you could do it either way. All right. Oh, we have a question here from Brian. Is there audio available for the cameras? No, I need that one. For that, do you want to answer that one for the audio side?
Sure. No, it's just live looking, streaming. There's no audio available through our app.
Or you wouldn't be able to. It's just a peek-in type thing. You can't listen to anything that's going on.
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Brian. And also, again, if y'all do have any other questions or kind of what you're seeing out there in the field or your customers are asking for, features or whatever they need, please let us know with typing any questions or just raising your hand. See if y'all have any kind of feedback or questions regarding that as well. We might have a raised hand.
That's just Camille.
There's two.
Oh, Tom.
Tom, you raised your hand. We'll go ahead and take you off mute here.
Oh, not on the phone.
Oh, okay. Looks like you weren't on the phone there, Tom. Okay. Well, let's see if there's anybody else. Oh. Okay. Well, looks like I do not see anybody else with any other further questions or raised hands. So we'll go ahead and end it here. But if you do have any other questions for us, feel free to email us or give us a call, start up a chat session, or however you want to do it. Our main number here is 713-452-2700. And either sales department, tech support department, myself, anybody, we can definitely help you out with any questions you might have. And again, I did want to point out to you that the handouts are there for this PowerPoint if you want to download it straight from the GoToWebinar control panel for this PowerPoint, as well as our sales brochure. Thank you for your time. I know y'all all have very busy days, so definitely thank you for your time to come out and learn more about the Gateway 3.0. And again, give us a call or shoot us an email if you have any questions. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.